the better off. So if we look at our natural foods, we want things in their whole form. Like I said, do perimeter shopping so you're going around rather than up and down the aisles. But we have fast foods that are caked with preservatives, and bacteria won't even break them down. And then we look at things, another condition like osteoporosis, where we have so much sugar in our diet. I was reading that I think it's almost 600 pounds of sugar, 600 pounds of sugar, because sugar is in so many different things that some of our children will eat. If you eat the cereals that are caked with sugar, if you look at all the different foods, they are sweetened to make it taste better. So we got to use our intention to eat more natural foods in their natural form. And the better off, the more organic they are, the better off they're going to be. The more that they're straight from the vine, straight from in your local area, buy from your farmer's market, because those are going to be with natural phytochemicals or plant chemicals that can reduce allergy responses. People are getting more and more food allergies because they're eating things that are brought over on boats from different countries. They're gassed with things to prevent them from breaking down. So we got to look at, what do we put into our body? Just look in your local environment, get more natural foods, and you could just check with people. Find out where there's a farmer's market. And not only is it fresher, more full of nutrients and vitamins and minerals, but it has less toxins and less preservatives that are put on fruits and vegetables that you might get at a grocery store that is gassed from another country. And then we look at things like osteoporosis. If we eat things that are full of sugar, it affects our pH level, which means we are more acidic. And what do we do when we're more acidic? Our body tries to wall it off. It tries to compartmentalize it. It takes these acids and it puts them into fat. So if we're eating a lot of sugars or a lot of preservatives, it will take those acids and first off, it puts them in the liver. So those fatty foods start to create a fatty liver, which is one of the most important organs to detoxify your body on a day-to-day basis. So your liver gets fatty first, and then what happens? It goes to the muscles next. So your muscles become weaker, they become infiltrated with fat. So your muscles become fattier, and then where does it go next? It goes to your actual fat cells. So the priority is, if you have fat cells that are getting fatter and plumper, it's because your body is way more acidic. You're putting way too many nutrients that are not breaking down. The cells are not allowing the blood sugar to go into it because of these trans fatty acids or these preservatives. And so the acid's just stored as fat. So what do? Just get back to natural foods, natural whole states. We need to make sure that our body is not putting preservatives into it, and make sure that our kids are eating more fruits and vegetables. They say you should have 5 servings of fruits and vegetables on a day-to-day basis. Absolutely agree with that. Try and get rid of some of the preservatives. The next letter of eating innately, of innate, is your nerve supply. As a chiropractor, our main focus is to make sure that your nerve supply is in proper balance. I have patients that come in and maybe their number one reason why they came into the office, outside of health and vitality and wellness of their spine, is they have digestive problems. So they've got maybe a slumping posture. They might be sitting at a computer all day long. They might even be eating a lot of sugar, candy bars, different processed foods, things that are in packages. If it has a label on it, chances are it's not going to be in a whole form. It's not healthy. So in that slump position, you put pressure on the nerves, you actually compress the diaphragm, and then people get things like hiatal hernias, they get digestive problems, and they can't break it down. So our main focus as a chiropractor is to reduce the pressure on the nerve, allow the body to work like it's supposed to, taking the pressure off the nervous system. The condition that we take care of is called a subluxation. That's a big word. If you break it down, sub means less than or lower. Lux means light or energy, and ation means a condition. So it's a lowered energy state or a condition where you have lowered energy. Now you could have a subluxation in your spine affecting the nerves, so you have decreased energy going to a stomach. So you eat your food, and you could maybe have what's called a gastric reflux. You could have a stomach that the food just sits in your digestive tract and doesn't break down. So making sure that your overall alignment of the uppermost part of the neck with this nerve that travels down called the vagus nerve is in good, proper balance. Making sure we have good nerve supply to these areas so that the nerve supply is getting to those organs for them to work properly. If you cut that nerve to your stomach, it's not going to work properly. Luckily, God put a lot of different levels of the nerves. In fact, our digestive tract goes from this level all the way down. And there are only 24 openings for your nerve supply to get the message from the brain going out, bringing that energy, telling it to, hey, let's bring some enzymes in. Let's add some hydrochloric acid, which goes to the next thing that we got to look at. If we have, as far as nerve supply, is we have to look at, we can reduce the amount of digestive processes if we add too much water during our meals. If we eat too much water during our meals, it can reduce the digestive breakdown, which can create problems through the rest of the body. Eating or drinking cold water causes a slowing down of the cells that make hydrochloric acid. So if you have digestive problems and you're drinking a lot of water with your meals or cold water, you got to back off on that, because that could be creating some digestive problems and you're not even aware of it. Now, some people will drink water just to make them feel full during their meal. But if you're drinking lots of water and you're eating this big meal and you're feeling stuffed or engorged afterwards, you're not breaking down your food and breaking it down to its pure level of getting the proteins down to their amino acids and all those proper nutrients and vitamins and minerals into your body.